Okay, let's start by adding evil dynamic deeds. First step is making waypoints so that they know which way to move. So we type waypoint, and we choose from the MISC, we choose waypoint, and we do it really in the middle. Far away, but not also too close. Don't worry about the player seeing the caravans disappearing, because we're gonna add fog like around this line so that people won't see the caravans disappearing. So a little bit like this, and we're gonna name it where it is located. So we do low underscore, and we say east, accessible by script, save all, and add another one here, right here, and we name it west. The location is the how you name it, and then outs, save all. Owner invalid, it is fine, so just keep it to that. Then we're gonna write in the assets, we're gonna write add-in, and then we go to the spawners below evil deeds. I think peasants, for your first map, peasants is a lot of fun. Sheep. So let's say that from the right to the left we have like peasants and sheeps, and the left side to the right side we have more like military stuff. So I'm going to like keep your evil deeds in the middle so that there are no spawning problems, because like if you would do it like this, then they might spawn there and they cannot move because you haven't set walkability outside of your terrain, like your roads. So just keep it here around the spawn point. As a target, we are going to deselect random target from list. Deselect it. Oh guys, I forget something. Wait. We're gonna remove this, because I think what is better is to create a derived template for the peasants, because then you can choose how much evilness the player gets for it and how long it takes the countdown for the countdown to be 0, like how many seconds it is. So let's create some derived templates. Open, and then I'm gonna say derived. I'm gonna go before and give my name map. So your map name before it. If I'm gonna make more, then you still only need one, because it is a template. So you can, from that template, you create more objects. So if you're planning on making 2 peasants, like 2 groups, more groups than one, you can still go for one template, as long as you want both peasants to use the same template. Like if you want to have separate templates, for instance, if you want the other one to spawn faster and give more evenness, then you will have to make more derived templates for that, yeah. But one will do for us. Huts, save all. Gonna do the same for sheep. Name map. Okay. Save all. Gonna do the same for patrol. And then we're gonna do the same for like you have a mana transporter, you can choose to have it unguarded, which means that troops will not accompany it, and the level of the troops is determined by a hero level timer. But we do want them to be accompanied. Making everything derived, even if I would later on choose to use the standard template, like not adjust the template, it at least gives me the opportunity to change it later on without having to adjust the script. Because if I would choose the normal one and later realize, oh shit, no, I want my own template for that, then it gives you extra work in a script if you already set it in the script. So the caravan as well, guarded. And the builder we will do. We'll already create the derived one. Let's already do that. But for the rest, the builder will be later on because that works a bit differently. So we create the derived one. Name map. So all the templates have been created. So let's hit restart and let's place them. So we type in the assets. We type our map name. And then what I wanted to do was I want the peasants and the sheep to come from the right side. And I want all the military ones to go from this side. And the builders both sides, I think. So the mana transporter guarded. Focus not on the text, but on this dot, on this square dot. Patrol. And where's the mana? Did I already read the mana? This one. And let's add the builder. I want the builder here too. Because we place 2 builders, there's a bigger chance that it will spawn the builder. Because we went for sandboxes, so it's not. We don't choose what the game chooses as a evil deed to keep it simple for us. But we can also put everything in the script. But it's just extra work, and I think for your first map this is already great. Save all, save all. Notice that I made a mistake because now I have placed 2 builders with the same name. Even though I have to access them because evil deeds have to be whatever. So I call this one. I call this one east, and I call the other one, I call west. The target we'll leave open for now, but that is really important, but we haven't done the right step to enable it yet. I want to do the other evil deeds first. Because we're not gonna select these evil deeds in the script, we're just gonna enable the evil deed manager. I don't think we have to make it accessible by script, but if you want them to spawn yourself using the script, then it has to be accessible. What we are gonna do though is we're gonna say where they have to go to. So we remove random target from list and we say, well, we are at the east, they are spawned right here, where you place the dot, and you say like, well, we want them to go to the west. Done. Now the sheep, if you have trouble selecting it here, don't forget that you also have your objects here, your level objects. Then you can select it too, so I will just go here then. And I say not from a random target, but just go to the west. If you can't find west, waypoint west, then you might not have made it accessible by script. Okay, that's the sheep. Like now we have the builder. Builder west, builder east. Oh no, wait, I said that we should do that later. Let's ignore that one then. And we go to patrol. We say you go to patrol, will just move to the east, from the west to the east. The caravan will do the same. We remove random target from list and we say you go to the east. And the mana transporter will do the same. We'll just move to the east. Like, of course, it would have been made more fun if there were more roads, it would come from more places, but it's just, I think once you have figured this out and you have applied this correctly, you know how to do that yourself. So let's go to the script and we go to cleanup and we say there, enable we write and we say enable evil deed manager. Now the evil deed manager will use the standard amount of seconds to spawn each evil deed, which is 360 seconds, which is a long time in my opinion. That is like 6 minutes. I think that's a bit boring. So let's just make that shorter. So we are gonna have to add a line in the world one, and it's your map name. Mine is world name map. I'm gonna add one, and I say evil. This can be different. It doesn't really matter how you write the text that you write before it. Evil deed timer. Let's say it like that, and let's say I don't want the standard 360. I think that is a bit boring. Let's say that I want it every 4 minutes or so. So I think I would go for this one, 240 seconds. Save all, save all. I will go to the cleanup and I say evil deed I write, and then set evil deed manager interval. And there I choose the one that I just made, evil deed timer. And you see here, it's 240 seconds. Let's now apply the builders, and for that to do, we want to make an entity list for every spawner that we have. Not this one, because we already decided, at least I did, I already decided that I don't want the city to be rebuilt, and I think I also don't want the village to be rebuilt. So let's just do that only the camps will be rebuilt. So I'll just select camps. Easier for me, of course, is to go to live objects and do it there. And double click to go to the location of the camp that you selected. I will have to name each camp now because I want them to be accessible by the script. So we'll name this 1, 2, 3, 5. Selecting them all. Oh, I'm not allowed to do it like that. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it one by one. Accessible by script. Accessible by script. Okay, we're gonna write like here under accessible by script, you select entity list, then you do the plus and you write rebuild. And you have to do that for everyone. So here, rebuild. And maybe better would have been if I wrote rebuild camp, so that it's more clear that it's only for camps, but it's fine. Rebuild. Okay, also the western camp, that's the last thing, I forgot it. We have to also go for adding rebuild to the entity list. So that's done. Now we select the builder spawners, one of them at least for now, and we say target is rebuild. Yeah, there you see it. So it targets the whole entity list and it chooses randomly from one of them, one of the 5 camps. Oh, it's this one that I didn't do yet. Target, rebuild. Because we're gonna test, I'm gonna adjust the hero level timer so that we don't have to wait for really long to see if it works and how. So I'll just make this 30 seconds, which is extremely fast, of course, because we just want to know, does it work? Let's make it 20 seconds. So another thing that you might want to do is like how quickly do cities repair their towers or their catapults. And if you want to adjust this, you do next to play, play custom game settings, configure game settings. You go to constants. No, you don't actually. It's the outbuilding manager that you want to go to. And here you can write, here you can change it. Time to build. I say, for instance, well, 5 seconds. So time to build is more like the builder is finally arrived at the spot. And then after 5 seconds it would be built. I think that is fun for the player so that he has a chance to stop it. But this will only happen every 4 minutes. And maybe you think like, well, I want the cities to be a bit more well, stronger in defending themselves and rebuilding. So you can say, well, every minute. And save all. Save all. Okay, we made templates for each kind of evil deed, and the reason why I did it is now I can actually say how long does it take. These two share the same template, so I only have to do the template for one of them. I can, for instance, if I click on evil deed dynamic, you can see that it's the derived template because that's our name in front of it. For the builders, it's after, like, so when it is triggered, and it is triggered, the evil dynamic deed is triggered every 20 seconds. So every 20 seconds it will start one of these evil dynamic deeds. So if it chooses the builder, it starts a countdown of 60 seconds, and it displays that you get 300 evilness if you are able to destroy it and collect it. Like at least it will release this amount of evilness. You have to collect it, of course. I'll say that I want to make evilness a bit more scarce, and I want the countdown to be a bit more crazy. So I say, the countdown is only actually 20 seconds this time, because I want to just show people how it works. And let's be very scarce with the evilness. I only want to make it 50. I don't suggest changing any other value besides the evil deed dynamic, and only these two. Let's do the same for the other stuff. The other build we don't need to do, so let's go to the caravan. Template. Let's say that the countdown, I will also do 20 seconds because I want to demonstrate how this works. And I say the evilness is actually fine. Let's reward them a lot. And besides that, what I didn't mention is that the builders are also accompanied by hero armies. By default, well, let's say this is just 200 and let's go to the transporter, template, 20 seconds, 200. Patrol should give less. You see the standard countdown is already shorter. That gives 200 evilness. Peasants, that's funny. Let's give that only, like if it chooses peasants, that's just that it arrives in after 10 seconds, and that the evilness it gives just 50. Do your own values. I'm only doing this because I want to showcase it quickly. Sheep should also be 10 seconds. 25 evilness. Save all. Now I'm checking, and I'm thinking, like, did I forget anything? I don't think I did. It should work. So it will spawn and it will choose the shortest way to this waypoint. There are ways that you can force them to go a specific way. I've never done that. I don't know how to do that. So you will have to figure that out yourself. But imagine that I have more roads than I could have chosen. Instead of east, I could have chosen the other one. And adding another sheep evil deed that would go to the west instead of the south, etc., etc. There's so many things that you can do, but I think this is enough information that you know how to figure that out now. Let's test it. I think I did it right. In the cleanup, I did enable the evil deed manager, and then I set the evil deed timer to 20 seconds. When I first created the evil deed timer with then the seconds behind it. Okay, let's test the evil deed, the evil dynamic deeds. Let's spawn a few super orcs. And then hit play. You can see that the game time just by pressing exit, and then that helps you a bit be aware when things will spawn. Let's destroy this because we also want to rebuild this one. Well, that's the first thing. We'll make this disappear later on.
A group of adventurers had met shortly before in a tavern and were now on their way to their first adventure, but they were not aware of the horrible evils nearby dungeons. The hero's wedding express was passing close by. Destroying it would not only feel good, but also generate a tidy amount of evilness. An insignificant flock of sheep mindlessly marched very close to the dungeon. The dim-witted animals were not yet aware that they were worth quite a bit of evilness to the
Yeah, you can see what road they will follow. Still no rebuilder.
Beautiful day today. Oh, I need to till my fields.
Yeah, there's the first construction crew.
A construction crew set out to restore the shattered hero buildings.
Not a construction crew. Normally you can see what the construction crew is gonna repair, but because there's so many evil dynamic deeds activated at the same... Oh, here now we can actually see it, yeah. So he is going to fix this one.
A shipment of manna set out upon its way. A sad little shipment had strayed into the lands of absolute evil. Destroying this would certainly generate quite a bit of evilness. The dungeon heart is being attacked.
After having restarted, let's set the evil D timer. Let's set it to normal again, 240 seconds.